Well, the City of London, England says the numbers don't lie. The less air pollution, the better when it comes to health. So as of today, it's taking a big step to get old, dirty clunkers off the streets of the city. Abby Kugathasan has the details.
Heather, it's called the Ultra Low Emission Zone, and it now encompasses the entire city of London. It's being considered the world's largest low emissions zone, and this has long been in the works. It was first announced by Boris Johnson, who was the mayor in 2015. It was implemented in central London in 2021, and Sadiq Khan, the mayor, now has expanded it, and that policy takes effect today. He said since the zone was created in 2021 in central London, toxicity levels have dropped by 50%, but argues that's not enough given that about 4,000 people die due to air pollution reasons. And so he felt the need to expand this further. So how this works is if it's an older vehicle, as you mentioned, and that's considered a car, a van, or a motorcycle that doesn't meet the latest emissions standards, that the driver entering the City of London would have to pay £12.50 every day. That's about 22 Canadian dollars, and some critics saying, this is going to add up, particularly for low-income families who are already struggling with a cost of living crisis. But Sadiq Khan, the mayor, he says, about 90% of the vehicles in that zone are compliant, so this is not going to impact too many people. He also speaks about a scrappage scheme which offers up to £2,000 to residents of London to get rid of those older vehicles and potentially get some more money to purchase new ones.
As you say, Abby, this is something that's been, gradually expanding. People knew it was coming and taking effect today. So now that the day is here, what has been the reaction?
Well, we've seen protests in London since this announcement was made that this expansion would start today. Some people are climate change deniers. Others say this is absolutely necessary, but they're angry with the mayor for implementing it, again, during a cost of living crisis. They're concerned about low-income families, workers who have to drive into the city who may have to change their jobs because they simply can't afford it. But at the same time, there are leaders like Montreal Mayor Valérie Plante, who supports Sadiq Khan. She actually met with him on a fact-finding mission earlier this year, given that Montreal, she's looking to have a similar zone there as well. We know dozens of cities in countries like Italy and Germany already have these zones. There are cities like Amsterdam that are even looking to expand it further and make it into zero-emission zones by 2030, Heather.
Abby Kugathasan in Berlin.